Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and today we're going to talk about the Steven Crowder Carlos Maza um, debacle on YouTube. Here's the thing: Crowder has been using his platform to bash Carlos Maza. We know this. Steven Crowder knows this, even though he may go, I thought it was okay. No, you knew. You knew. Don't act like a jackass like you normally do. You knew. Maza finally pushed back and he got support and YouTube answering to the capitalist response because guess what? Yes, it is capitalism, not censorship, because YouTube has to deal with money. That's their whole thing. As much as you want to cry, oh, it impedes my First Amendment. They're not part of the government. They're capitalists. They make money off these videos and off viewers. And if people aren't going to advertise on them, if people don't want to watch it, then they're going to have to take action. So they did their capitalist reaction and demonetized him until he takes the slurs off. It's not censorship because he can still say what he wants on the channel. He's not been deplatformed. So all these snowflakes like Crowder and Shapiro who are now whining like the little snowflakes they are, like the little crybabies after they were first doing the bullying to start with, are crying and moaning and bitching that, oh, I can't make money off gay bashing. That's censorship. No, it's not. It's not censorship. You're still allowed to say what you want. You just can't make money. In all honesty, if you look at YouTube's terms of service, they could have deplatformed you if they wanted to. This is a capitalist thing. Well, you know what you all love, capitalism. It's not part of the government. This is capitalism. What's the matter? I thought you loved capitalism. Mr. Socialism is. Yeah. This is capitalism, bitch. Get used to it. I'm sorry, but yeah. Maza had a right to bring this forward. The constant bashing of his character, of who he was. The constant bullying by Crowder. And Crowder got punished for it because YouTube was scared of what the reactions of advertisers would be. It was essentially another adpocalypse. And not only that, because of this, unfortunately, it's affected legitimate channels. Now that I do want to push back on YouTube for. Why did you attack legitimate channels? A historian's channel. A guy who documents history. As much as we don't want to look at the bad, it is part of our history. So when there are these Nazi speeches, these KKK things, as much as we don't like it, it is part of our history, and you shouldn't have demonetized them. So YouTube, you've got to do a better job on your end. It should have been just Crowder. I don't know why you went off the deep end again and caused another adpocalypse. There were legit channels. History is not always pretty. It is just fact. As someone who studied history in college myself, who's always been interested in history, history is facts, not a pretty overview of who we are. No. You know, you can look at America and talk about how we've always fought for freedom and push back against the English to fight for the American Revolution. But you've got to look at the dirty sides and realize it's not always been about freedom. We enslaved the Native Americans and made them work. Later brought over the Africans to become African Americans, made them slaves before we finally released them. We imprisoned the Japanese Americans during World War II. And now look what we're doing to Hispanics, putting them in cages, breaking up families. It's not always been about freedom. But slowly, you know, bit by bit, there's something we realize, okay, maybe this was wrong. Maybe this was wrong. Unfortunately, we do it bit by bit because it's just, it's ridiculous. So yeah, YouTube, you need better understanding of what to demonetize and what not to. Just because it has videos of the Nazis, of the KKK, does not mean it is pushing that ideology. It is just presenting history in a factual light. So yes, the Maza effect, while I agree he should have spoken out about what's happening and presented it, the YouTube shouldn't have overreacted this way. They should have just demonetized Crowder's channel, and that would have been it. But again, it's capitalism. That money, money, money! Yay! Anyway, as always, think, read, study, learn. It's about what you can understand, what you know. Unfortunately, there's too many stupid people in this world still. Because climate change is real, vaccines work, we landed on the moon, quit being idiots. About 98% of all conspiracy theories are false. Every once in a while, we'll come across one that's real. But about 98% of them are false. Even the highly publicized ones, like Russiagate. Do I believe Russia was involved? Yes. We know they was involved. We know there was people who helped him. But do I feel that the USS, that Russia went out, I just about called him the USSR. Do I feel that Russia went out of their way to help him? Not really. They just, we'll do this, we'll do this. There you go. Because honestly, they didn't care enough to really push it. They said, yeah, we want you more than Hillary. But they weren't going to go out of their way. Here's a little this, a little that. That's pretty much it. So yeah, the whole Russiagate thing, it's another conspiracy theory that turned out to be false. And I've pretty much said this from the beginning. I think he does have unnatural ties to Russia. He seemed to love Vladimir an awful lot, wanting to make friends with him an awful lot. But there's nothing really that you can say that, yeah, Russia went out of their way. Because they didn't. So, yeah, 98% of conspiracy theories are fake, are false. So think, read, study, learn, people. Educate thyself. Anyway. I'll see y'all again in the next video. But until then, later.